In 1965, a 27-year-old man from Dundee, Scotland, weighed 456 pounds. His doctors were desperate, so they tried something radical. They stopped feeding him entirely. Not for a day, not for a week. For 382 days, Angus Barbieri ate nothing. He lived on water, tea, and vitamin supplements under full medical supervision and lost 276 pounds. His organs stayed healthy, his mind stayed sharp, and when it was over, he kept the weight off for years. But here's the question nobody asks about that story. What was his body actually doing during all that time without food? Because what happens inside you when you stop eating, even for just 24 hours, is not what you've been told. And it starts within the first hour. Most people believe the moment you skip a meal, your body panics. Your blood sugar crashes, your metabolism slows to a crawl, your muscles start breaking down for fuel, and your brain, starved of glucose, begins to malfunction. This is the story we've been told by breakfast cereal commercials, diet culture, and even some doctors. Don't skip meals. Eat every 2 to 3 hours or your metabolism will suffer. Your body will go into starvation mode. It sounds logical, it feels true, and for millions of people, that fear alone is enough to keep them reaching for a snack every few hours, never allowing their body to do what it was literally designed to do. But science tells a completely different story, and it begins the moment your last meal is digested. Within 1 to 2 hours of your last meal, your body begins its first transition. Insulin, the hormone responsible for shuttling glucose into your cells, starts to fall. This is normal. This is healthy. This is your body doing exactly what it was designed to do. As insulin drops, your body turns to its first emergency fuel reserve, glycogen. Stored in your liver and muscles, glycogen is essentially packaged sugar, ready to be converted back into glucose on demand. Think of it like a generator that kicks in the moment the main power goes out. Your body isn't panicking. It isn't breaking down muscle. It's simply switching power sources, smoothly, efficiently, and intelligently. By hour 4, that generator is running at full capacity. But it won't last forever, and what happens next changes everything. By hour 6, your glycogen reserves are running low, and this is where something remarkable happens. Your body flips a metabolic switch, one that most people living on 3 meals a day never actually reach. It begins breaking down stored body fat and converting it into usable fuel. This process is called lipolysis, and it is your body's most efficient energy system. But fat burning isn't the only thing happening. As insulin continues to fall, your brain receives a surge of norepinephrine, a hormone that sharpens focus, heightens alertness, and increases motivation. This is not an accident. This is evolution. Your ancient ancestors needed to think clearly when food was scarce, to hunt, to problem solve, to survive. That same neurological sharpness is activating inside you right now. Your body isn't weakening, it's upgrading. By hour 8, something even more profound is happening beneath the surface. Your body has shifted into what scientists call autophagy, from the Greek words meaning self and eating. But this isn't destruction. This is maintenance. Your cells begin identifying and breaking down damaged proteins, dysfunctional components, and cellular debris that have been accumulating for years. Then they recycle that material into fresh, functional building blocks. Think of it as your body's internal cleaning crew, finally getting to work because the kitchen is closed. This is the anti-aging window that most people never reach because they snack. Every time you eat, you interrupt this process. Every time you push through, you allow your body to do something extraordinary. And this is only hour 10. If this changes how you think about food, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. By hour 12, your body has crossed a threshold most people never experience. Insulin is at its lowest point. Fat burning is now your primary fuel source, and a hormone that most people only associate with childhood growth is surging through your bloodstream. Growth hormone. Studies show that fasting can increase growth hormone levels by up to 2,000%. This hormone actively protects your lean muscle tissue, accelerates fat metabolism, and triggers cellular repair. But here is where we need to be honest. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone, also rises during this window, and some people use this as ammunition against fasting. What they don't tell you is that exercise does the exact same thing. Cortisol rises during the stress. Then, during recovery, it drops lower than before. Fasting follows the identical pattern. Your body is not breaking down. It is being stress tested and passing. By hour 16, your body has fully committed. Fat is your dominant fuel. Growth hormone is elevated. Autophagy is running at peak efficiency. And your muscles, contrary to everything you've been told, are being actively protected. Here's why. Your body stores energy as glucose and fat for one specific reason: to use them when food is unavailable. Burning muscle for fuel at this stage would be like chopping up your furniture to heat your home while you still have a full woodpile outside. Your body is not that wasteful. Evolution would never allow it. Meanwhile, your brain is operating with a clarity that feels almost unfamiliar. This is your hunter-gatherer brain, the same neurological state your ancestors relied on to track prey across open wilderness for days without eating. You were built for exactly this moment. You are now approaching the 24-hour mark, and inside your body, something remarkable is being quietly set in motion. Researcher Walter Longo of the University of Southern California describes this stage as the body's auto-repair mode. A growth factor called IGF-1, which normally drives cellular growth, has been intentionally suppressed during your fast. And that suppression does something extraordinary. It activates stem cells. Dormant repair cells that sit idle during normal feeding cycles are now switched on, ready to generate fresh, healthy tissue the moment nutrients return. Your body has essentially cleared the old and prepared the blueprint for the new. But here is the part most fasting videos never tell you. What you eat when you break this fast and how you eat it will determine whether you capture all of these benefits or lose them entirely. So what about starvation mode? That dreaded state where your metabolism supposedly crashes, clings to every calorie, and turns your body against itself? Here is what the research actually shows. During a 24-hour fast, your metabolic rate does not slow down. In fact, studies show it increases by up to 14% in the first 48 hours, driven by that same norepinephrine surge we discussed earlier. Starvation mode is real, but it does not begin at hour 24. It begins after days, sometimes weeks, of severe, prolonged caloric deprivation. One day without food is not starvation. It is biology. That said, this is not for everyone. People with diabetes, eating disorder history, or certain metabolic conditions should always consult a doctor first. Honesty matters more than views. So how do you break a 24-hour fast correctly? Start with protein, not sugar, not fruit juice, not a massive carbohydrate-loaded meal that spikes insulin and short-circuits everything your body just built. A moderate serving of eggs, meat, or fish signals your body to raise IGF-1, activating those stem cells, rebuilding tissue, and in some people, dramatically boosting testosterone and growth hormone recovery. Eat slowly. Eat intentionally. Remember Angus Barbieri, the man who went 382 days without food and walked away healthier than when he started. Your body is not fragile. It is extraordinarily intelligent. 24 hours without food is not deprivation. It is maintenance. If this video changed how you see your own biology, share it with someone who still believes skipping breakfast is dangerous, and subscribe, because every week we cover the science they never taught you.